Greetings and salutations, YouTube. Friar Chuck here, back for take number 2 of a brand new Pokemon adventure on the channel. And no, you did not miss a major release. This is a Pokemon fan game by the name of Insurgence. Insurgence has a lot going for it that I will get into more as we start playing. But let's get started because... Oh, this is actually the last time I saved. No, the game's going to be randomized the same. I don't want to do that. I had an hour of footage recorded for the first episode, and it was a great first episode. Like, it was stellar. The problem was, I got a really, really shitty starter. It was a Sawsbuck. My second Pokemon was dope, but it didn't do any good in the first fight, or in the fight that I lost in. Yeah, I had an hour of stuff recorded. I was over leveled for the battle that I fought, and still lost. So I didn't even make it technically out of the first town. It was very unfortunate. But as we get into it, I will explain some of the reasons why the first episode was as insane as it was. But this is not an updated version of this game at all, I don't think. Maybe it is. Anyway, this is a Pokemon fan game made in RPG Maker, so it doesn't run on any specific Pokemon game. But the engine is kind of like the Gen 4 engine, because I think that's what RPG Maker just uses. But I think the battle animations might all be 5th gen. We are going to come up here and select Nuzlocke and Randomized. So that's how we roll. Yeah, Insurgence is a fan game. It's got a little bit darker of a story. Well, a lot bit darker of a story. I mean, people die. They worship cults. There's blood, that kind of stuff. And it's based in like this. So it's in the 4th gen engine, but it's updated up to like 6th gen. So fairy types and everything are in it, and mega evolutions are in it. So if I were to say find an Aerodactylite in the first cave, and then come across an Aerodactyl in the first cave, and I caught the Aerodactyl, I would have a Mega Aerodactyl on my hands as soon as I got the ability to Mega Evolve. Why do I use those specific mons as an example? Well, when I talk about saying that the first episode was crazy, that was part of it. Hold on, a little bit of live editing here. There we go. In the first cave, I found not one, but 2 Megastones, an Aerodactylite, and a Swampert. When I got the Aerodactylite, I was like, man, wouldn't it be cool if we found an Aerodactyl? Got my first encounter, it wasn't an Aerodactyl. I'm not going to spoil what it was yet, but it will be revealed later. And then I found, and then going through the cave later, there were Aerodactyls in that cave. So I was like, if I ever get a token and can come back and get an encounter there, I'm going to go get an Aerodactyl. Or I'm going to go back to that cave and and hopefully get an Aerodactyl, because 2 of the mons I got, or 2 of the mons in the cave, I couldn't get because of Dupe's Claws. Because one was the mon that was actually my encounter, and the other one was a Sawsbuck, which was my starter. But then it didn't matter because I died in the next battle I fought. Oh, sorry. Um, but part of the reason why I died in that fight was because my mons weren't healed going into it, because the game kind of just like forced me into the battle. Or maybe it didn't. Maybe I did have a chance to go back and heal. And I'm just used to the new Pokemon games that heal you up after everything. I blame new Pokemon. Alright, gotta follow this Mew out of here. So, this is kind of a hint to this. What was the auto run button? Is it this? Yeah. So, this game has got a pretty different story, a raspberry. It's really not similar at all to other Pokemon games, other than the fact that there are gyms and an Elite Four. I will say it. This game is quite hard. The gym leaders are all tough. They're not necessarily type themed. They have a theme. It's just not necessarily types. And then, yeah, like I said, Mega Evolutions are a thing. And everyone, like, even the first gym leader has got, I think the first gym leader does, they all have Mega Evolutions. All of them. Really, we transformed. Alright, come get these random items. A resist wing. A special attack pill. See, there you go. Random Megastone. A Mawilite. That's actually really good. Delta Glalie. Well, okay. Cat's out of the bag now. I was hoping not to reveal it until we got the explanation from the expert, the expert being the professor. But you'll see more of it then, and we kind of have to sit through it at that part anyway. But I'm not going to read the dialogue on this. You can read it on your own. Hopefully you can multitask and listen to my explanation. So, this game has what's known as Delta forms. Delta forms are a lot like regional variants. So, you'll have a Mon that's a completely different type from what it normally is. So, for instance, the starters in this game are still Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. However, they're all Delta variants of those Mons. So, it's a Psychic Fairy Bulbasaur, a Ghost Dragon Charmander, and a Dark Fighting Squirtle. And all of those Mons can Mega Evolve. So basically, anything that already has a Mega Evolution, if it also has a Delta form in this game, it can Mega Evolve. Not every Mon has a Delta form, so it's not like crazy. There are quite a few Delta Mons, obviously. I mean, that's kind of the gimmick. But yeah, so if you catch a, well, we'll use it as an example since we got one. If you catch a regular Glalie, that Delta Glalie will not work on it. You have to have a Delta Glalie and the Delta Glalie for it to work, or a Glalie and a Glalie. So. But with that, my encounter that I actually got in the cave was Delta Lucario, which is a dark ground type. And it was funny because when I talked about Mega Evolutions being in this game in the video, and that you could find Mega Evolution stones throughout the game, I used Lucario as my example. And I was like, so if we find a Lucario and get a Lucario Knight, we can just, Mega Evolve Lucario and run roughshod through the game. And then we found the Delta Lucario, which is when I explained the whole thing about you have to have a Delta Megastone and not just a regular Megastone. Um, I have played this game before. I don't know that I've ever more than just the hour that I played like a few minutes ago. And I don't know that I've ever actually completed a Nuzlocke of it because, like I said, it is really hard. It is pretty hard. It's not the hardest Pokemon game by any means. I'm not going to sit here and say that. But it is actually challenging, and it definitely doesn't hold your hand as much like some of the current, or like people say the current Pokemon games do. But I have gone through it just in like a normal playthrough of it. So yeah, we'll just play it and see how far we get. Hopefully farther than not even out of the first town. If we get like super far into the story, just because it's not a new game, but you know what I mean, not like a regular Pokemon game. I may go ahead and just say, okay, say we get to like we lose in the gym at the 8th gym or whatever. I would probably just say, okay, we didn't win the Nuzlocke, it ends here, but let's go beat the gym leader and the Elite Four anyway, just to finish out the story and see what it does. If we don't get very far, then it is what it is. I could swear I saw Mew here just now. Did you see it? A tiny pink Pokemon? It was floating really close to you. No. This is Damien. He's the rival. Damien's kind of a sissy. But yeah, the people I came out of the forest. My mons weren't fully healed, and I may have been able to come and do it again. And I had to go battle somebody. The person that I battled had a Charizard and a Staraptor. 5 jaw fossils. What? Uh, go home, Randomizer. You're drunk. Okay. I don't know where to revive fossils in this game. So that would normally be Tyra, which I would be more than happy to have. Oh, what am I doing in here? I don't have any mons. Thrown off again. Gosh, there's so much that happens in this game because they randomize everything, even the items that are given to you. Normally, that guy gives you 5 Pokeballs. And I didn't know he was randomized, and the last time I got 5 Salic berries. Pokemon Insurgence. Oh, I think I remember how to do it. Okay, so in this game, you get secret bases, and you can put people in them to like to do different things. Like that's the best way to grind in this game is to get a secret base and you get the XP trainer. And basically, what he does is he has 3 Audnos. All 3 of them know Healing Wish. And so basically, the first 2 will just kill themselves with Healing Wish, and then the last one can't touch you because it's an Audino and it has only Healing Wish. So you get free XP for it. Well, the way to revive fossils is you have to have one of those secret bases, and you have to buy a Fossil Maniac for it to upgrade your or to revive your fossils. So I am going to say we get at least one token out of that because that's ridiculous. I'm not going to all that trouble just to revive the fossil that may or may not even be randomized. But since we have 5, I don't want to use them all right away. Or even necessarily use them at all. So I think the first one we'll use for free. We can use it whenever we want. Obviously, we have to declare like, okay, I've been in the area. I say, oh, I see some mons I want. Then I say, okay, I am declaring my next encounter is my token for this fossil, and then I get the encounter, and whatever it is what I have for that encounter. And then I can't use that area again for a token going forward. I think what we'll do is we'll just use one for now, and we'll stick the rest of them in the box, and just kind of figure out what to do with them, because I have a feeling we're going to get more fossils. Okay, here's what I'll do. Since we have 5, I will use one of them as a token. I will revive one once we get the Fossil Maniac. And then any other fossils after that we get, I will revive with Fossil Maniac. Sound good? Sounds good. All of this planning for something that may not ever actually happen because you can't get it at secret base for a while. And this was the bit of dialogue that we paused on. This man saying, "It's true, I'm merciless. I've done some awful things. There's no reason for these Pokemon to die." So basically, this guy, he's a cult leader, and he's the one that has the Deltamons. The Bulbasaur, the Squirtle, and the Charmander. And he's bringing them to the professor to take care of because he doesn't want to. I've kind of explained a little bit about Delta Mons, and it gives you the illusion of choice about. Yeah, see, so Damien doesn't know about it one way or the other, so you still have to listen to the explanation. So I'll kind of click through it, and y'all can read it. But it's basically what I said. It's a lot like it's a lot like regional variants, but this game came out before regional variants were a thing. Okay. So yeah, normally you can take either um, you can either get one of the 3 Delta Pokemon or an Eevee. So you pick Eevee, you're boring. I don't know what everybody's fascination is with Eevee. It's just it just isn't it. So yeah, our starter choices last time were Cricketot, Clefable, and Sawsbug. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, but Clefable's a fairy type. True, Clefable is a fairy type. What Clefable doesn't do, though, is get moves. It gets 5 of them, which means I can't even guarantee what 4 it'll be. There's a chance that it gets Disarming Voice, which would be okay. But, yeah. So, anyway, Snover. Okay, not the worst thing in the world. Dear, no. Blaziken. Well, gee, I don't know. These starters are so tough. You either have a Mon that's got about 800 weaknesses, the baby form of the Mon that I just lost with, or the one of the best starters. Like, competitive wise, not design wise. Oh, there's a chance this could be a Delta. But I don't know if it's Delta, and it would change how I name this thing. Um, I'm gonna name it this. It was a very complex nickname. Okay, it's a regular Blaziken. Whew. The nickname still fits. It kind of fit anyway. So basically, the origin for the nickname is because "Wannabe" is the name of a Spice Girl song, and Spice Girls are because spices, and the spices are the 11 herbs and spices uh KFC, and the KFC because the C in KFC stands for chicken, and Blaziken's a chicken. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like 10:45 at night. Uh, oh, Weeping Bell. One of the funniest bits of random Pokemon knowledge for me is the fact that the Pokemon with the National Dex number 69 is Bellsprout. Number 69 is a Bellsprout. Let that sink in. Just let it right in. And open the door. There's a sink knock in. Let it in. Don't get any more levels. I don't want to kill things. All right, we have our starter. We're about to get our technically we could go do this whole part without starting the Nuzlocke because we have not been given Pokeballs yet, and she doesn't give us any. But I'm not gonna do that because that's kind of cheesy. Do I have any items that I could sell? I have 5 Jaw fossils. I could actually sell 3 of those Jaw fossils. I think. What does this do? Uh, 2 Megastones, and neither of them are Blazikenite. Although that would have been stupid. Just, oh, minus attack. That's lovely. Thank you. So that is how you have chosen to nerf me. By giving me a minus attack nature Blaziken. Yeah, I gotta keep those. So I can promise you if I find a Mawile, I'm gonna want them. Okay. I am gonna sell 3 of these. Um, Do I want to do that? No, no, no. I have a way to get fossils revived. Um, it basically just comes down to me having enough money and the person being and me getting a secret base. So it's either we decide that they're all going to be. We've made the decision. Okay. I have kept one fossil. It is either a token or we're reviving it. That's it. We're not keeping any more. I don't need that many. Give me 15 of them hoes. And Podions. I can only get 7. 7 is fine. It's an acceptable number. Okay. So the Nuzlocke has officially started. Let's save. Is this the quick save? Where's the quick save? There it is. Yeah, okay. Now, I feel much more confident going into this forest than I did when I had just a sawsbuck. And all the items are randomized, so I could get a Blazikenite at any point. And there's the Marshtomp, another starter. Now I just gotta hope that I don't kill it, or that a Pokeball will catch it. Come on. If it growls me enough, I could go for a scratch. Come on. This is the one right here. This Pokeball. This Pokeball is gonna catch this Marshtomp right. No, okay. I don't know what's gonna do less. A scratch at minus health or a resisted ember. Ember is resisted, but it's stab. I think my special attack might actually. I'm thinking Ember is gonna be less. Or Scratch is gonna be less. I gotta throw one more Pokeball just to. I want this Marshtomp. I don't want to kill it. Let's see if we can get Mega Swampert. Yes. See, that was the right decision. One of these now level 9. Next big Pokemon. What is Marshtomp's nickname gonna be? Um, This is another really off the wall nickname, but just still with me. Oh, this is actually a female Marshtomp. Um, I am going like really. These are some major stretches here on these nicknames. So the I want to look at my Marshtomp. Serious major. That's maxed up percent EV. That's kind of cool. So the reason for the nickname expand
is because I have one of the mods on my Project M build that I had in place. I think it was actually the University of North Texas build. Anyway, one of the mods for Donkey Kong gives him a skin that makes him look like Mega Swampert. And so, we have to expand the dome. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a funny nickname, honestly. Just, expand. We have wannabe and expand. Two-thirds of the home starters on our team now. I'm not gonna grind yet because we can get another encounter in this cave. That would be unwise of me to waste trainers. Oh well. I guess we badly missed it. I didn't even see him turn around. Go kick it, Mason. I just lovely. Tell me what you want, what you should be doing. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Oh, probably. Whatever. Nice and quiet. And then, over here, and this is a Pilford. That's good money, but I don't know if there's anyone in buy it. Anyone here? I can't remember the rough by here. Oh, we could have gotten the cash guy. Oh, he dodged a major bullet. Bastiodon. Bastiodon would have been okay to get, but like not ideal. First one though, Ace Bastiodon is pinky. Then we had something for fairy type. Sort of. Oh, so this right here is not in the area. This is still probably 10 or it's big for us. This is Tomo Cave. And that item right there is where my Aerodactylite was. Now it's a razor head. Ooh, if we get a Gligar, we can get a Gliscor. Come on. Come on. Make me big. Give me him on. Give me him on. Why are you doing this? Alright, our first encounter in Stelmo Cave is going to be a... Oh, that's a problem. High Dragon has Dragon Rage at level 9. And Nuzlocke mode is on. So, I don't know if it's going to let me... So, basically what I would normally do with this is I would say if we die, it doesn't count, or we'll run and catch something else, because it's not fair. Obviously, it has the moves at one shot, but we can't do anything about it. We have no chance of getting it. Literally none. But this game's not going to let me get another encounter, probably, because I've already forfeited it. But for that matter, I don't know that you could use Boost to feature, do you? Like, I wouldn't mind having I would actually really like to have the High Dragon, but I'm pretty positive it has Dragon Rage in this level. I mean, I could just lose, and then level 9, so it is guaranteed to have bite and focus energy. But it could have bite, focus energy, try attack, and hyper voice. It could also have outrage, which would be interesting. Okay, I'm gonna. The first thing I'm gonna do is throw focus on it. If it catches it, it'll be 1. It doesn't matter. Damn it, I really thought that was gonna catch it. Okay, it has bite. So no Dragon Rage yet. Try attack. We may have left out. It honestly might have left out. Because nothing our Blazer can sell. Yes, we got it. I went through all of that for nothing. I don't even know if it has Dragon Rage or not. Or care. It's a high dragon. Let's go. Go. That's really so good. No. Now I want to be level 5. The Burrito frozen on. The heads on their arms do not have frames. This is also a female. There are some off the wall nicknames for high dragon. Like that's what the comics wait to have featured more, but I'm pretty sure it's just what is High Dragon's nickname gonna be? Good question. Who in the anime has a High Dragon? I mean, like Iris, I think has one, but nobody used one in like Pokemon Master Tournament. Someone in the anime I think has a shiny High Dragon. It might be Koya. I don't know. I'm not naming this thing Koya though. Yeah. I'm gonna name this thing Clarice. Because that's not how you spell Clarice. After um, Clarice Starling, who is the main character in Silence of the Lambs, and brutal, just that's serial killer. And, yeah, like Try attack. It did have Dragon Rage. Woo! Man, we got lucky. We had 3 turns of it deciding it wasn't going to use Dragon Rage. That's crazy. That's crazy. And so we're back in Shade Forest now. I wish it was not dark. So now it's time to switch trademark count, get him up. He's big and strong like his experience. And then she lifts out like a journalist and makes him cry. It's pedal roll. Oh, it's a Delta pedal roll. I don't know what you are. I thought about saying it. I was thinking, this thing's level 9. It could be a fairy type, I suppose, but it doesn't look like it. I'm guessing it's like a fire water. Yeah, Dragon Stack Sprite. I don't know what's going on, but it's a lot. Yay, expand. Expand. further. Increase the expansion. Okay. Honestly, even with the crazy start we had in the last episode, this one's going better. That's Christmas. That's specialty. It says, what is it? This is primordial aura to legendary Pokemon around it. Oh, I think that has something to do with making like a primordial Arceus or something. It's primal Arceus with Mega Arceus. I don't know. Oh yeah. Looks like a steel type, maybe steel poison. It is neither of those things because that was not super effective. Are you safe? I'm taking a shot in the dark. I had a Sonic, but pretty awful. Low try to get the Sonic. First, that's what's going to be recorded in the dark. Hopefully, I'm going to end up recording it both recording with you. Oh, there you go. That was Delta Fusion, by the way. How many people saying that this forest is dangerous? They're ignoring those youngsters up the front. Hey, look, that's the Sizzle. This is Iron, I think. No matter what kind of Sizzle it is. Oh, yeah. I just think Sizzle might be faster like really. I'm not positive. Special Sizzle is not really a thing. Um, Special Sizzle is not really a thing, but I definitely run a. I used to in like the. Well, I guess it was like the X and Y, you know, pattern days. When I use Mega Sizzle, I would run HPIs on it. And it'd give it just special attack investment that it could kill your stadium. Because it had Technician, so it made it so that all of my moves under 60 base power under got boosted up with the 60 base power move boosted up to like 85. You can get power ice to get boost. And it's quite effective on normal stadium. It was nice because you could just lead off and not have to worry about everything. The land is pretty good, it's really good have to worry about. Sizzle doesn't get ice much. It did, be silly. If it got Ice Touch, Mega Sizzle might have ended up in. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say necessarily it would have ended up in Ubers, but it'd have gotten a lot of play in OU. A lot. Because then you have a Mon that has one of the, if not the best, offensive titles in the game, and Steel. Probably, the best defensive type in the game, Steel. It has access to knockoff. It would have had access to bug bite, which would have been stronger because of technician. And then you got putting ice touch on it would have been taking out its biggest counter, and the Therian. You got fire. I take it with it and run to the hills. Macargo. Where's Macargo? up just a little bit to move to my icon for Audacity and Excel in our recycle bin. And to move it down, then we would do the one for Microsoft Word. As a sign to how old the laptop is that I'm playing this on, all of my Microsoft Office stuff is dated 2013. The last time I bothered to update it is Microsoft Office. Yeah. So that's probably what I thought. This is a 9-year-old laptop. But it's just kicking, damn it. I am scared. This will. Y'all. Expand. Maybe expanding too far. This start is even better than the last one. The first one was just wild because I was like surprised by everything. What? This isn't a regular Vestaquin. This is Delta Vestaquin. I don't know what type this is. Well, I guess like fire and steel maybe. I don't know. Picking these things name is kind of a risk. I have no idea what moves it does. Fire steel. Got it in the wrong. I risk it having levitate and go for a. Of course it has levitate. Let's make a on quad boost it around and then give it levitate. I could have avoided all of this by just staying in the first time with it and going for water. I would have been dead. I would have already moved on and been resting through the story. But no. Okay. Part of what makes this game harder is because you have to predict which one it is. And it's not even really a prediction, it's a guess. I have no idea. I had no idea which one that was going to be. Let's move 30 seconds. Also, it's kind of wild that we managed to find a female starter Pokemon. And if you were a dark type trainer, it would be hard to do, and that was real my swamp that I was not. If you were a dark type gym leader, or just a trainer focus, it would be really hard to justify not using Hydreigon on your team. Really? Okay, that's enough of this. If you're gonna use throws, I'm gonna leave. Honestly, like, this gen is the perfect generation for a ghost gym leader. And it wasn't. It was a ghost, or not. Well, there was a ghost elite coordinator. I mean, a dark elite coordinator. Grimsley. Because you have Crocodile, amazing dark type, super cool design, ground dark, good typing. You have Bisharp, super cool design, steel dark is a great typing, good mon. Hydreigon. Dragon Dark was a good typing until fairy typing came along, and then it wasn't so good anymore. But despite that, High Dragon is still UU. To tell you how good it is. A Lifer's not good, but it's a cool mon. It just looks good. Just Grassy, Zoroark, Mandibuzz. Like, come on. That's a whole team of just amazing mons. Just off of. You can have a team of 6 being just Dark type and using just that generation. Crocodile, Grassy, and that's either two Intimidate mons or two Moxie mons. It's Crocodile, Grassy, Zoroark, Bisharp, Lifehard, and Mandibuzz. Or a High Dragon and Mandibuzz, rather. And you still have the freaking, whatever is freaking bad. They really, like, upped the Dark type way when they did that. Like I said, Lifehard is a good design. It's just not a good Pokemon. Lifehard has 88 attack. Sandile's attack is 72. The Steffi's really not that good either. But that's his stat. Dark type is a really cool type. I mean, it's not my favorite type. It would probably be like type for third for me. Yeah, I didn't do this last time. It's just straight for the taking my mom. Yeah. I said this before, but my favorite type is poison type. My second favorite type is steel type. And then honestly, like third would probably be bug. Um, there's a lot of bug Pokemon that I really, really like. Volcarona is one of my favorite mons. Um, I like Volcarona. I like Softmoth. I really like Orbeetle. Scizor's cool. Scyther, Cleavor. Um, what else do we have? Millipede Patrolmon. Leavanny's cool for what it is. Um, I like Vespiquen. Heracross is dope. Pinsir's dope. Especially Megaton. Vivillon is cool. If y'all didn't catch it over my rippers, no, by yawning. These two dudes work for the Abyssal Cult and I don't know what the other cult is called. We're going to get to the ground out of the land, I'm sure. They're here to assassinate Garen, who's the augur. The augur. Not the augur of Dunlop. They're going to do it. That's rough. Really? The last time you started off with a Charizard. Now you have a freaking Sprout. Stealth is a confusing mod. There's nothing about it that indicates poison or dragon, and possible eventual mega evolution. Most of them and this is the how we keep it real method. Didn't want to get that beat. I did. And kid with a high dragon died. Me, so I'm strike too many. I'm shooting the two of you to shoot it to the side. So after all that, I don't feel bright super safe. These two are more safe. More safe means you dead. I think you just pick up with a shadow line. I lost earlier, you still let me lose my Nuzlocke. Boy, you don't even want to be my rival. My rival is okay. Dragon follower from this angle looks so powerful. Okay, we're gonna come into the light to end this episode because it looks a lot better. But that has been a very productive first episode of the Pokemon Insurgence Randomized Nuzlocke. And more importantly, we didn't die this time. Yeah, the last episode was about this long. I was gonna end it off at the same place, and then yeah, we ran into monsters. And no problem no more because that guy had a scrub for the way wrong. Not a Charizard and Charizard. So that's solved. But anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the first episode and you're excited for the series. I will try and keep these coming out at a relatively frequent pace, but I can't do that unless I both record and get them on scheduled uploads because I will be out of town for like 8 days of time because of work. So hopefully it doesn't affect anything, but there may be a few days in the year. But y'all used to frequent uploads from me and me rambling in my outro. So I'm gonna end it right here. This is Friar Chat saying.
Oh man, I hope none of that was muted. It wouldn't be one of my videos if there wasn't something wrong with the audio. I don't know how much of that was muted. We'll see. Anyway, this is Friar Chuck saying bye-bye.